Hey viewers, welcome to another game of Casual Pro Gamer. This is a Katarina game played by Scarra, but you already read that in the title. And yeah, doing this because people have been complaining a little bit about the quality of gameplay on my channel. And obviously that's because I cannot get any replays from pro gamers. So I'm going to have to do with streams like this. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. So this is just a random game. Obviously I haven't seen this yet, but yeah, that's kind of often with streams, and we are going to have to see what this game brings. So yeah, we are starting off in mid, of course, with boots and potions, of course. Yeah, I don't mention that just for fun. It is actually the way to go. And I'm pretty sure if he pulls up the score sheet that we will see, or the score screen, that we will see a lot of boots and potions. So enemies getting a little bit well, aggressive there. Yeah, he's trying to bait them into using some skills and tower diving and such. So yeah, boots and potions on well, the entire enemy team, not so much on their team, but yeah, they have Scarra, so that means that Scarra isn't going to start off with boots and potions. Obviously, she's just support, and because she's a healer, and she's a really die-hard healer, Graves doesn't have to start off with boots and potions either. He can start off with the Doran's Blade. Enemy team, yeah, I didn't get to see the matchup here, but the enemy team probably doesn't have a healer, because I think I saw, yeah, everyone has boots and potions except for the jungler, who has cloth armor and potions, and of course the support, which I still didn't see who that was, but we'll see that in a moment. Oh, it's Janna. Janna coming up, and yeah, Janna obviously not a healer, and therefore Tristana has to start off with the boots and potions. It is just the way it is, guys. So early game, yeah, Katarina is going to have to farm with her bouncing blades, which kind of sucks because it is super random, and it means that you can either get perfect last hitting, or you can completely get screwed. And yeah, against Cassiopeia, who has a long range and a lot of damage, you definitely don't want to run into that range to get that 1 minion. Because losing 200 health for 1 minion, that would not be good. So as you can see, oh, first blood already, wow. As you can see, the Cassiopeia is pushing the lane because she knows that if she pushes the lane, then Katarina will have to last hit versus the turret. Not only that, she won't be able to last hit versus the turret without taking a whole lot of damage from the Cassiopeia harass, and there we go, getting a Q plus an E off, and that is a lot of damage. And yeah, Cassiopeia plays into her strengths, of course, and her strengths are just the harassment. And yeah, Katarina here will have to use some potions to, well, to use or to stay in lane and to stay full health, because you don't want to go too low, because the lower you get, the more, well, risk you run that the jungler will come in to kill you, because people tend to play differently against champions that are, oh, we have a little bit of lag, as you can see. That was not on me, because it played through really quickly, and if my thing lags, then it's just going to continue where it left off. So yeah, Cassiopeia just farming and farming and farming, and Katarina just trying to dodge all the Qs and get as much of the last hitting done as possible. Currently at 19 minions, but since we don't know what Cassiopeia's at, it doesn't mean anything. So I wish they would make that available. It would be a lot better, it would be a lot more useful. So getting aggressive on the Cassiopeia there, but Cassiopeia just going to use a health potion and walk out of there. Of course, the harass that he does is very significant because, well, if you do more harassment to Cassiopeia than she does to you, then she has to back out at some point. But yeah, he is out of, so Katarina is out of health potions, and that means that Cassiopeia, she's also out of health potions. Okay. Cute. That means that Cassiopeia will have to back off as well. Getting some more health potions, boots level 2, and 1 ward, it seems. 1 ward is enough for those of you interested to know this. You can place the 1 ward, for example, on the bottom side. Well, the top side would be the best place to put it. But you put it in the top side brush of the mid lane, and then you just stay on that top side of the lane. That way, if someone comes in from the bottom side, although it's not warded, although you can't see them, you will see them way before they reach you. And yeah, that's of course all you need. You need the warning. It doesn't need to be from a ward. You need to get the opportunity to run out of there, and just warding one side of the lane does that. It makes it good enough. So, I want to say he's actually going for the top side, but the top side is better than the bottom side, because the top side for the blue team in this case, they the top side of the jungle on the enemy side has the red buff in it. So for Cassiopeia it would be the exact opposite, because the bottom side of the blue jungle has the red buff in it, and you want to ward the side where the red buff is, because by doing that you prevent the gank with red buff, and that is the only really dangerous gank. And so yeah, that's what you want to prevent, of course. Yeah, ganking with blue buff, not so impressive. Ganking with red buff, a whole lot more impressive. It's still not well, a super mistake or whatever if you do it differently. So if you ward the other side of the lane, as long as you ward one of the sides, and yeah, that way stay safe. So yeah, she's dodging around that river area a little bit. I think she's trying to just protect that, just check every now and then, because her jungler as well as Alistar have been coming in there. And yeah, they have been, wow, nicely done. Dodging the, what's it called, the ultimate, by landing behind her instead of in front of her, and getting some nice damage off. Together with Alistar, of course. Alistar landing a great pulverize, and that pulverize already does quite a bit of damage. And they are going to do quite a bit of damage now to the turret. If they're not planning to do anything else, I'm going to harass the Shen a little bit. And Shen, yeah, he is going to last hit there, no problem. But yeah, as you could see, he takes quite a lot of damage from that little bit of harass every time. And there comes a Mumu doing a decent amount of damage there. Katarina going to come in. She's going to jump on top of Cassiopeia. Is she going to ult? Yes, she is. But is it enough with the ignite? No, it's not enough. And yeah, she's going to jump in. So flash, Shanpo, and that's it. And yeah, unfortunately, the Mumu dies because the Mumu was already low health, and there's really nothing that she could do about that. Oh, Fizz missing his jump there. That's a pretty newbie mistake. So yeah, even though this is higher ELO, it doesn't mean that people don't make mistakes, and a lot of my viewers seem to be confused about that. Because if I comment on a game, it's not... I don't care what ELO you are. If you make a mistake, then I can say something about that. That you should have played that differently, or whatever. Just because I'm like 1500 ELO, or I don't know what I am, but I never played enough ranked games to actually find out. I actually won like the last, or I'm currently something like 7-0 on the ranked games. But yeah, just because I am not high enough ELO doesn't mean that I don't know when you make a mistake. And just because I can't play StarCraft, for example, I really suck at StarCraft. I found that out yesterday again. That doesn't mean that I don't know how StarCraft is supposed to be played, and that I can't comment on the mistakes people make. It's kind of a misconception. I don't understand where that comes from, because it happens everywhere. I mean, trainers in any kind of sport don't necessarily perform better than their students. They just know what their students are doing wrong, and they help them fix the problems. And that's the same way here. I mean, this may not be a sport, but it is definitely something that requires skill and knowledge. And yeah, if you have the knowledge, then you can see the mistakes. So a triple gank coming in. Yeah, this could have been prevented, by the way, very simply by just placing that ward. He still hasn't placed that ward. And yeah, he keeps just running into the lane, trying to get things done in his lane without vision on the jungle, the river. And yeah, if he placed that ward, he would have been able to see them coming from the river side, that he would have actually warded. Because I think he would have warded top part of the river, and that would have been good enough to see at least the fizz coming. And yeah, if you see two people coming, then you basically want to get out of there. So Mumu doing a nice amount of damage there, and yeah, this was a really easy pickup, of course. Shanpo into ultimate, and that is going to just, yeah, be that. Another kill. 3-1 here. Currently at 66 minions, and as you can see, the bouncing blades now doing a lot of damage. And yeah, I like that shark a lot better than the original one. I don't like the Fizz character model, but I like the shark a lot better. Because it's an orca, and it doesn't have, what are they called? It's fangs. It's just a ridiculous drawing of a shark. That's my basic point. I like the Urf one as well, the fisherman with the Urf ultimate. That's the one I like. But I think that's a legendary skin. No, probably not. By the way, no, probably just a good normal skin. So anyhow, we are going to continue on with the jungle invades here. Mumu has been in the opponent's jungle quite a bit, and he is going to attempt to steal something again. And there's Shen, but not getting anything done. They have to back out. Yep. And Mumu getting the wolves there, because Shen couldn't compete with that. Oh, and a very nice snipe there by ambush by Cassiopeia. Waiting in that bush, she saw that Katarina was in the jungle. She waited in that bush. She knew she was probably going to come back through that path, and did quite a lot of damage there. And yeah, by doing that damage, she immediately gets lane dominance. Of course, that's where your health potions come in. So Katarina used some health potions to get back up, but still, you're going to immediately get some pressure going, because someone who's low cannot really pressure the lane that much. Of course, if you're 3-1, so if you have 3 kills, you have a decent amount of minions compared to your opponents, then you can still do pretty well in that lane. Or no, yeah, well, pressure-wise, you can still get the damage done immediately. It doesn't have a whole lot to do with whether or not you got damaged in this case, because Katarina is just has more damage than Cassiopeia. Because Cassiopeia, I don't think she had a kill already. I don't know who killed the Katarina. Oh no, that was the Fizz. So yeah, unfortunately I can't bring up the score sheet. Yeah, that's just the way it is with streams. You can't really control anything. So TGF, who is that? It seems like I know that. I know that team, but yeah, I don't remember. So CRS obviously is Cursed Gaming. I know that. And the rest of the guys, I don't know exactly. So I tried to find the Cassiopeia, but couldn't find her. You can of course pause the game and see how well he's doing compared to other champions in the match. And feel free to do so. And call me whatever. No, I don't care. I can't see this. That's just the way it is. Oh, that was a very nice ultimate on Amumu. That was right on the edge. So good feeling for how long his ultimate was. And yeah, the ultimate, the Janna ultimate, actually saving the Cassiopeia there. We have a little bit of lag here. And yeah, we seem to be okay again. So by the way, this is recorded from the stream, not by me, by someone else, and I'm just commenting on the video. So the original video is going to be attached to the sound file then, and everything will be fine again. That's the way it works. So yeah, the 4-1 Cassiopeia currently at 91 minions, 0 and 3, and yeah, she does have her Hextech Revolver and 2 Dorn's Rings, as well as the Sorcerer's Shoes, of course. But yeah, Katarina already completed her, oh come on, Hextech Gunblade. And yeah, that of course is worth more than the items that Cassiopeia has. Cassiopeia building a little bit more defensively, or a little more defensive items. Yeah, because she's behind, well, 0, 3 versus 4 and 1. You would say that that's behind, yeah. And therefore getting a lot of damage done with just the simple spells. Oh, that is a free kill coming at you. Unfortunately, it didn't land the gunblade there. Should flash in and just get this. Yep, there we go. And that was with the gunblade, by the way. Wow, 4 minutes and 20 seconds. That is a long ass time. I never realized that's that long. But yeah, it's kind of, yeah, the way it is. I mean, you know, it's a 255 cooldown or something like that. It seems so long when you see it like this. But yeah, they're going to take out this turret. There's not a whole lot this Cassiopeia is going to do about that. Katarina completely won that lane, meaning that Cassiopeia now will have to watch out every time they meet, because she can't go up against Katarina. And she's going to Shunpo over, and nah, that's too risky. Come on. Oh, she will if the opportunity arises, of course. But that was a cute trick. See, the Cassiopeia dropped the poison there on the top, and it still slowed the people on the bottom. That's a pretty cool trick. Yeah, it didn't show up, so I don't know why it didn't show up. Maybe it's a bug, maybe it's supposed to work that way. I'm thinking the first option though. But yeah, it's a pretty neat trick. So, what are we going to do over here? Apparently waiting for someone to come for blue buff. But nobody's going to come for blue buff, so waiting for the wave to push up. Okay. And Fizz did come for the wave. Nice grab by Amumu. Fizz is going to attempt to jump out, but it's not going to work. Getting another kill there on the Katarina. And another lag in the video. I miss General Weiser, man. He always had perfect videos. But yeah, he no longer does that because Hotshot has the ability to save his own replays or his own videos on own 3D or owned TV, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, unfortunately, the videos aren't labeled though, so I don't really feel like scrolling through half an hour, or not half an hour, scrolling for half an hour through the replays until I find something that's actually interesting and that's not like just a random half a match, because he's not really he doesn't really care whether the match is there completely or yeah, whatever. Sometimes you just get like half of the first game and half of the second game, so you can't really see anything, and that annoys me very much. And since they aren't labeled, they're just labeled with the time code, but yeah, you can't really find the next one because then you would need the time code on the next one. So yeah, it's kind of annoying that way, but I hope someone will pick that up and start recording this in a decent quality, because this is just, yeah, too many lags, and yeah, the quality isn't really that great. But anyway, yeah, that's just the way it is with streams. You can record them, but it's difficult. So going for the Rabadon's death cap here. So going full on AP. Really, yeah, Scarra is known for just going full AP on Katarina, and relying on the spell vamp to just get him out of situations. And he's going to just engage on the enemies, no problem. There we go. Getting taunted, and Shanpo, come on, come up, come up, come up. There we go. Yeah, the Shanpo was on a 1 second cooldown when Shen started to run out. So I was pretty sure he was going to get that, but you never know with Shen. And we have another lag. My video is running, by the way, so it's not me. It's just in the video. There's nothing I can do about it. I could have watched the game beforehand and then seen that this is not doing too well. So yeah, it says 720p, but I don't believe that. Or, well, it is probably 720p, but it's not 720p without stretching. So they send the game as, for example, 500p or 560, something like that, and then they stretch it out to 720 when it arrives on your computer, or when they send it to your computer. But yeah, full 720p looks different from this. It's way sharper. But anyway, as I said, we're going to have to deal with it. We're 11 and 2 here, by the way. And yeah, with a Katarina like that, you're never going to lose. I mean, Katarina can just wipe out the whole enemy team. If she has the correct situation, of course. Oh, and Mumu goes down. They need to take out this turret before it kills them all. They are going to take out the turret and now take out the enemy team. No, yeah, there we go. Yeah. Cassiopeia overextending and getting killed by Scarra once again. So yeah, there comes the Fizz, and Fizz, although he does quite a bit of damage, is not going to be able to stand up to this. The Ignite finishing him off. And yeah, he just doesn't have the damage potential that this Katarina has at this moment. And yeah, there goes the next turret, because yeah, there's no way they're going to stop that. And I think this last turret is going to fall as well, because Graves is there. He is still alive. He's pretty fat. And yeah, they're just going to take down both of the turrets. Probably attempt to kill the enemies and Yeah, if they can't, they will just back off. Just taking all of the inhibitors, because, well, it's just very safe to take the inhibitors. It's way harder to take out the Nexus turrets. If enemies are defending, of course. That's the big thing. If nobody is defending, then you, of course, go for the Nexus turrets. But if people are defending, then the inhibitor turrets plus inhibitors are a really safe bet. It's really easy to get them. Oh, is he going to get out? Wow. Amumu actually got out of that. Yeah, they're going to just kill the Nexus. But anyway, nice game. A very intense game. You get a lot of kills there. 136 minions, which is pretty good. Well, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG.